guys, it is Tuesday. I'm heading up to Flagstaff. Let's see, it's just a little bit after 9 o'clock. I don't have my MRI until, I think it's at 2:30 or something like that. I have to fast even water after 11 o'clock. And I guess that's because they're doing a contrast. It's called gadolinium. And with some people, it doesn't sit well with them. And so they end up barfing. And so they don't want people aspirating on the lunch they just had. So gross. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had gadolinium before. I know I had contrast with... I don't know. Anyway, so hopefully I won't get sick, but I'm going up early because I have some freelance work to do, and I thought that it would be good if I just go up there and hopefully not get distracted, although I tend to get distracted when I'm around people, but yeah, anyway, and I'm bringing apples and pears to a couple of my co-workers, my good friends, Pam and Vicky, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. Mary? Hey, you guys, it's 2 o'clock. I am heading over to get my MRI. I've had a very productive morning. Very excited about that. And then, gosh, I got, work done on my website for my classes and freelance stuff and all of that. The last time I had an MRI, I kind of freaked out. I mean, I was able to go through with it, but I sort of was talking myself off a ledge the whole time. I'd had several before that, but they were just of my head. So maybe that was it, because I wasn't in the tube that far. And the last one I had, gosh, it was in 2011. It was of my shoulder. I had shoulder surgery. And so I think they had to put me in farther, and I think that kind of freaked me out. Woohoo! I am all finished. I didn't get freaked out. I really think that the last time when I got freaked out, it was because I was farther in the tube, and because I actually did kind of open my eyes a little crack, and I wasn't very far in. But you feel kind of weird because you're kind of like, they put this thing over your head. So like if I did freak out and I was like, I need to get out, I wouldn't be able to, because like there's like this cage around my head. And but I had them play some music, and I actually I forced myself not to fall asleep, because you know how sometimes when you sleep, you kind of like twinge or jerk or something when you wake up, and I didn't want to have them redo a scan, which would make me have to be in there longer. But I think the scans took, I was in there 45 minutes, but it didn't feel that way. I would have thought, it seemed like it was like 20 minutes or something. So that was good. Yay. Hi guys, it is Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. And I'm so excited because I have people here from Stanley Steamer today, and they're steam cleaning my tiles. So you remember when I first moved into this house, and there were just the tiles, especially in the kitchen, well, all over, but in the kitchen were just gross. We originally thought that the tiles were cream colored tiles with black or really dark colored flecks. And then as I got into the house and realized how not clean the house was, I looked at the tiles and thought, oh no. And I took a knife and went down, and actually in the crannies kind of popped out. It was just dark grime. Yeah. So I was totally grossed out. I spent a couple of months actually on my hands and knees, bleaching the grout, putting scrubbing bubbles. You guys remember this whole process? And finally got the kitchen so that it wasn't as gross, but it was like gray in the crannies. I just couldn't get it out. I steamed it. I used a hand steamer. Then later on we bought a steam mop, and I've been using that over time. It's gotten better. There's just nothing that's going to get rid of 11 years of grime built up on, on these tiles. So I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do right now I'm not going to walk through the whole house and have these people think I'm weird talking into a camera, but I'm going to show you my kitchen floor right now so that you'll be able to see the before and after. Okay, so here's the kitchen floor. So you can see the dark grout. Not supposed to be that dark. Let me show you another place. Okay, see this? That's more what it's supposed to look like. That and not that. They said that there might be some staining, but they would do what they could to get out as much as they could. I'm so excited, you guys. And look at those black flecks in there. Man, I am so happy with how this came out. This is my entryway, and this looks so good. The kitchen is still drying, and you can see that in some places the grout is darker. It actually has some staining on the grout from, you know, just being a kitchen, and also the grout, because it doesn't have a seal on it for so many years of, you know, being without seal on it, the grout gets dark when it's wet, and so this actually should lighten up as it dries over the next several hours. But I just can't even believe how nice the tile looks. It's just so much cleaner. Oh my gosh, seriously. I do have to show you something kind of funny though. Mary was totally excited about having visitors. She's super friendly whenever people come over. She actually came out from out on the patio. She heard stuff going on. She tries to come inside, then has to go and meet the people who are doing the floors. Then she actually did some tricks for them. Her high five and lay down and turn in a circle and and all that. Well, okay, so Chad though is freaked out. So now they're gone. The guys are gone. My house is a mess. I have to put it back in order. But anyway, because I had to move everything. But I want you to see this because Mary is over by Chad. I think she's comforting him. I don't know, maybe not. And Chad seems to think that where he is hiding is a place that no one will notice him. So there's Mary and there's Chad. Chad. Do you think no one will notice you if you're under there? Hi, baby. Hi. You're okay? Hi, Mr. Handsome. You're okay? Yeah. Nobody's here anymore. Yeah, Mr. Handsome. Mary's like, what's up with him? Hi, you guys. It's 1:30 right now. I'm headed up to Flagstaff for an acupuncture appointment. The one that I had on Tuesday was canceled. Sorry, I was just eating a fig bar. Anyway, I am so happy about the floors in my house. I can't even tell you. As much as I have cleaned those floors, I mean, I scrubbed and bleached and scrubbed and steamed those floors in my house. And so, I mean, so much. For as much as I did, I mean, first of all, it didn't do nearly what today did. It was like all the scrubbing I did, you know, for weeks at the beginning. And then these people show up and they just zip the grossness right off the floor out of all the crannies and everything. But my floors, mostly the kitchen floors and laundry room, have been seriously grossing me out the entire time we've lived here. I kind of have a problem moving into an already lived-in house to begin with. I've only ever lived in one brand new house. We didn't have it built, but we were the first people to live in it, first owners. And then there was another house we lived in in Gilbert that we were the second people to live there, and the people we bought it from had only lived there for 2 years, and they were super, super clean. And so it felt like moving into a new house. But anyway, so there's always that kind of a thing, you know, that anyway, I'm kind of going on a big tangent. But now that the floors have been cleaned, and I saw what they did. They put down like this, they spread this liquid kind of acid sort of stuff, not the kind of acid that would burn a hole in plastic or something like that, but an acid. And then they let that sit, and then they took this machine, and you know, the machine went through, and you could just see the stuff coming up off of it. And now there was actually, I was putting down a rug. I washed my little area rugs while they were doing that, and I was putting a rug down, and actually sat down on the floor in the kitchen to do something, and I thought I would never have done this before. And I'm so happy that I feel like I have gotten a brand new floor. Now, clearly I did not, but it feels like it. It feels so much better. John and I have been brainstorming names for our dog. And I think I told you guys that we want a name that is super normal, that does not end in Y or IE. I know we have Mary. Mary breaks the rule. Chloe broke the rule for that kind of name, but for the most part we try to get name our animals names that don't end in Y or IE, just because they sound too much like they could be a dog name. Now don't get me wrong, if your name ends in Y or IE, I mean, some people, my mom calls me Jenny, so it's not like I think that sounds like a dog name, but I think that a lot of people name their animals names that end in Y or IE. So we've been trying to think of names, and we've been thinking of super normal names. Let's see, some of the names on the list are Linda, Brenda, Carol, Susan, Sharon. So anyway, those are some of the names. I actually looked up 1950s girls' names, and a lot of those names came from that list. We've got months to plan this, but we're having fun with it. Also, I wanted to let you know that I am planning to host a 31 party on my Busy Being Jen channel. Probably most everyone watching this knows what 31 is. If you don't, 31 is a company that makes all of these really cool bags and totes. They have just all kinds of stuff, like weekender kind of bags, or like reusable grocery bag kind of things, but they're just pretty. Totes to put like in your trunk so that things stay organized in your trunk, or they even have now like insulated bags. So if you make a trip to Costco or to the grocery store in the summer and you have frozen things and you want to keep them from melting on the way home, you can put them in that. They also have like the kind of insulated bag that would keep a casserole dish warm when you're going to a potluck. They have just all kinds of stuff, purses, wallets. And so I recently went to a 31 party. It was that wine tasting I went to a few weeks back. It was a wine tasting and a 31 party. And I ordered a few things. I got an insulated bag for keeping things cold when we go to Costco, because it's an hour from our house. Also got this little bag, I'll have to show it to you, that I'm holding my Bible and my little notebook for taking notes. And then I also got, it's a grocery bag, but it doesn't have Christmas decorations on it, but it looks Christmassy because it's red and it has trees on it, so they almost look like Christmas trees, but then it's got moose on it, moose on it, so it kind of looks holiday-ish. But there are some more things I want to get too. In fact, John, I was saying you need to look at this catalog because there's some things in here I think you would like. They have camo style stuff, so they've got stuff that's appropriate for guys now, which is very cool. with it. Really super high quality. And so when you go to a party, they always have these special deals where if you spend $35, you get something. So for me, when I spent $35 and I got that tote bag, the grocery bag kind of thing, for $10. And so they have, you know, just different specials that go on. So all that to say, it's going to be around the beginning of October, and it's actually going to take place on my Facebook fan page for Busy Being Jen. And so yeah, in fact, if you go over, if you're just interested in checking out my fan page, it's no big deal. It's just that I just link my YouTube videos over there, but that's where the party is going to take place. Yeah, so all you have to do is go to Facebook, and in the search window, just type in Busy Being Jen, all one word, and then it'll take you over there. But so here's what we're going to do. So my friend Kelly, she's a new friend, she goes to my church, and she's a consultant for 31. And so what we're going to do is we will announce the actual date of the party so that you can save the date if you're interested. Then we're going to do some videos. I'm going to show you the stuff I got. I'm also going to do some videos with Kelly showing you, like, hey, if you're going on a weekend thing, here's some cute things that would be good for that. Like makeup bag, you know, bag to hold your clothes and things like that. Then we'll do another video that's like, okay, so you're going to the grocery store, you're going to Costco, here are the things that would be really convenient for that. And so we're going to do some lead-in videos kind of showing you the different things they have. They've got such cute things, and you can also get them embroidered. I didn't have any embroidery done on 2 of my bags, but the one that is for my Bible thing, I had this cute heart embroidered on there. It's so adorable. I can't wait to show you. But anyway, so you can have your name or your initials or pictures of stuff. Like if you're going to get a bag because you're a knitter and you want to keep your knitting supplies, there's like an embroidery thing of a ball of yarn and needles. So kind of a cool thing. I just love their stuff. So I've never done something like this on my channels before, and I don't want to do it like I'm trying to use my viewers. I'm doing it really because I'm excited about this stuff. I'm excited about the stuff that I ordered, and I want you guys to be able to see some of this fun stuff and also take advantage of the specials. The October special, what was that? Oh, yeah, the October special for people who attend the party is a weekender. Well, no, I know what it is. There's a weekender bag is one of the things. There's 3 different kinds of bags that are fairly pricey otherwise. And if you spend $35, you get to choose one of these things, and it costs $31. So instead of spending like $70 on a bag, it's more than half price. So I was looking at the September special, if I had the party in September, and I just wasn't that jazzed about what the gifts or the specials would be for you guys. But I really do like the specials for October. I'm also curious about what you think. I mean, are you interested in this? I don't know. Are you guys interested in checking out what they have, or do you have so many 31 bags that they're coming out your ears? Or you have no interest in anything? I'm just kind of curious to know what you guys think. But anyway, you guys are the first to know, because the people over at my other channel, Busy Being Jen, don't know about this yet. And you guys are my up close and personal followers on my vlog. And so I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about this.
Do, fluffy pants, fluffy pants, fluffy pants, Mr. Fluffy Pants.
Guys, it is Friday morning, 8:30. I am just coming back from the grocery store. I need to get something in the crock pot today. We are having 2 sets of guests this weekend for Labor Day weekend. There is a lady who's coming in town later this morning. She used to work with John, and it was when we lived down in Phoenix, and there was this really great group of ladies that he worked with, and he's in healthcare, so he works with pretty much all women. And so we used to just socialize all the time, and they were just really great. Well, anyway, so one of them usually comes up about every year, and the last time she came to visit us, we were in Flagstaff, so she is coming to stay just overnight, so just Friday night to Saturday. So she leaves tomorrow. Then on Sunday, John and I both are doing worship, and then after that, probably almost right after that, John's sister, who lives in Idaho, is going to be coming, along with the nephews and hopefully the niece, but I'm not sure if she's coming too. So my sister-in-law, whose name is also Jennifer, we have the same first name and middle name, and for a while there we had the same first, middle, and last name. Isn't that something? So anyway, she's got 3 boys, and they are 24, 22, and 16, I think. One of my nephews has had kidney problems since he was 7. He was hospitalized when he was a kid. They found out at that time that he had one kidney that was like this big, seriously, like the size of a lima bean, and the other one was not functioning properly. And then so they put him on some medications, and they've been doing all these things for years. He's 22 now, and he's finally getting to the point where his kidney functioning is like he's ready for a transplant. Well, a couple of years ago, they figured they better try to find a match for him so that when the time came that he was going to need a transplant, that it wouldn't be a dire situation. My other nephew, his brother, who's 24, went in and got tested, and he's like a 99.5% match. So he has like 99% of the markers that you need to be, to be a perfect match. And so he is actually going to donate his kidney to his brother, and I believe the surgery is next week. So I think my one nephew who's donating the kidney is going to have to be there for 2 weeks, and then my nephew will have to be there. They're going to a different state for this. We'll have to be there for 4 weeks or something, 4, 6. Because they have to keep testing on that. Actually, what's interesting is my nephew, my brother's son, is married to a girl who just had a kidney transplant, and she just had a kidney transplant in, April? So kind of a coincidence, isn't it? But she said that she had forgotten what it felt like to feel good. So hers went really well. So we're really hopeful for my nephew. Do you remember that face? That's Annabelle. So my neighbor moved a whole bunch of the cows behind our house. I think her plan might be that she's going to keep them here to get the young ones used to this area, this pasture, and then move the mamas out so she can wean them. I need to show you if you can see this. This is someone you've never met before. Not this one here, but this one back here is the bull. That's Jax. He is the daddy of all the calves, and he's huge. So we'll see if he comes over. And right here is Molly. I can recognize her face. She's a really pretty face. She's getting really big. She is going to end up on a dinner plate, though. Unfortunately. Wish they hadn't given her a name. Okay, that is Jax. Look at him. He's just enormous. Oh, you're gonna burp for us now, huh, Jax? Oh, just look at how huge he is. Here, Jax. Here. Ooh. And that's little Molly. She's so cute. I'm feeding her some branches off the willow tree. They love that. But you can see Molly is really small compared to like this one over here, that one. I think that, is that one Annabelle's baby? I'm not sure. But he's a lot bigger than she is. Yeah, I don't know how they can stand having flies on their face all the time. Hi guys, Monday morning, Labor Day, and we have family up. Let me show you outside. So we've got my 3 nephews, Jordan, Cameron, Kyle, my sister-in-law, who's talking to Kyle right there, that's John, and then my sister-in-law's husband, Mike, over there, and they actually were playing football and got the football stuck in a tree. They were feeding the cows earlier, so I just finished making breakfast. We learned a lesson that you don't cook eggs in a cast iron skillet. I'm not sure I would have thought to do that. I'm not sure I wouldn't have thought to do it either, but John got it out. My nephew is a chef, or you know, like a sous chef at a restaurant, so he made these amazing eggs for us. But anyway, so John gets out the cast iron skillet and the scrambled eggs just stuck. But anyway, what I did to clean it out is I started by putting the skillet on heat. Sorry about that, my brother-in-law walked in. I didn't want him to look at me like I was a weirdo talking into the camera. Anyway, so I put the skillet on heat and kind of let the eggs kind of crust over and then popped off as much as I could. There was still stuff that was stuck. So then I took oil, cooking oil, and kosher salt, and then scrubbed with that. And then I got most of it off, and then I made John do the rest, kind of as a reminder to him that cast iron isn't good for scrambled eggs. You can't soak cast iron because it'll rust. And you can't use something really abrasive on it like steel wool, because then it takes all the seasoning off. But yeah, so that was a little bit of a lesson learned. But I also made cornmeal pancakes, and those are really yummy. John and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are down at the river right now. John just took them down. My brother-in-law has never been here before. They live in Boise, and so my sister-in-law has been here once, but he hasn't. My mother-in-law's chemo treatments end next week. She has one more, and that's it. And then her hair can start growing back, and she can start kind of getting her life back together, which will be really nice for her. And she's just doing great. She responded so well to treatment, and so we'll see about how remission goes for her. I'm getting a nasty storm again.